I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Hey, Brahmins. This welcome back is especially special after an event like we had last week. I hope that each of you came through last week's storm with minimal damage. We know that some of our Brahmin families are still dealing with no power, no internet. So just make sure that you are communicating those needs to your teachers, to admin. We're going to be flexible and help you where we can. I just want to put a timeline in your frame of reference right now. Next Friday is the last day of the 9 weeks. So we have 10 days left in this grading period. Your 9 weeks test here on main campus are going to start this week on Thursday. So there's a lot happening between now and the end of the 9 weeks. We have PSAT school day coming up next week. That testing date is really important for every freshman, sophomore, and junior to take that test coming up. We have tutoring starting tomorrow on Tuesday here on main campus. Remember that if you are wanting to stay for tutoring, we do have busing. So if you need a bus to get home, we're going to have shuttles that'll take you to one of the two middle schools where you'll be able to catch a bus from there. Tutoring lasts for about an hour here from about 2:15 to 3:15. Then you'll get on shuttle buses if you need to, or you can have a parent pick you up, or of course, those of you who drive may do so. But we need a permission slip in order for you to stay. So if you haven't yet turned in a permission slip, you can pick those up in the main office and get those signed and get them turned back in. If you don't have a permission slip signed and turned in by the end of the day today, we will not be allowed to or not be able to have you stay until Thursday, because we need at least 24 hours to be able to process those permission slips and make sure that we get a bus pass for you to be able to ride a bus. Tomorrow night is another important night, putting it on the radar of our seniors. Financial aid night is tomorrow night. This is kind of a gallery walk where you're going to come in and get information about all kinds of things: SAT and SAT waivers, Bright Future scholarships, the local scholarship packet that we will be handing out in January, things that you can start working on now to get ready for that scholarship packet time. We'll also have information about the FAFSA. And we're going to be hosting our first FAFSA night this Thursday, where you and your parents can bring your tax returns, your Social Security numbers, and come to our OHS Media Center, where we will have admissions counselors there from IRSC to help you fill out that FAFSA. Even if you don't plan to go to IRSC, it's not about that. It's about getting that free application for federal student aid filled out so that you are now eligible to receive scholarships, grants, and loans so that you can go to any post-secondary education. This is tech school, this is a vocational school, college, or university. So you're going to want to make sure that you get that filled out. Okay, last thing I want to talk about is all the homecoming stuff that got moved. You received a couple of emails from me, lengthy emails, because there was a lot to talk about. Everything that was supposed to happen last week, towards the end of the week, we have moved to next week. So we're going to pick back up with homecoming festivities next week. So next Monday, we'll start float building. We'll have dress up days. We'll have the parade, pep rally, and bonfire that Thursday, and then a game on Friday. All the homecoming court stuff will happen Friday the 14th. However, we do have a game tonight. So our game, home game versus Westwood, has been moved to tonight. Homecoming festivities are next week, but we do have a home football game tonight. That game's going to start a little early because we're playing on a Monday night. Tickets are on Ticket Spicket, and we will start. Kickoff will be at 6 p.m. tonight. So we want you to come out and support our Brahmins. I left that off of the calendar, I believe, in the Brahmin parent newsletter. So just wanted to make sure that you knew that we did have a home game this evening.
Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone is well rested over the weekend. Just a couple things to echo what Ms. Myers said. Our financial aid night is coming up, but part of that is ensuring that you have what you need to graduate. And that includes these tests that we have been graciously given an extra amount of time to finish. So those of you who need to take Algebra 1 and get that score or sit for that exam, that is today and tomorrow. And then that PSAT is next week. Those sophomores, I have received your scores for your progress monitoring 1, and I'll be sharing that out with teachers by the end of the week so that they can let you know how well you did. Remember that progress monitoring is your new score that you have to graduate. So I know that was a bit of a misconception or misunderstanding for some students that I spoke to because it says progress monitoring, but that is your new FSA score that you have to graduate. So thankfully we have 3 times to take it, and we will see improvement without a shadow of a doubt. But I just wanted to remind you of that. It's super important that you are focused in this time. And I promise after next week, I won't talk to you about testing until like December. Have a good day.
Good morning. So we don't know everybody's situation. I know coming out of that storm, we've all had our own little deals and, tribulations and so forth. So if you have an issue, if there's something going on that we might be able to help you with, and we're not miracle workers, but if you've got something going on that you may need help with, students, let somebody know, let an adult know, stop one of us. We'll be happy to do our best to help. We may not do it ourselves, but we may put you in the right direction so that you can get the help that you need. But reach out if you need that. Reach out. We're here for you. Also, I did wear my football shirt tonight. I was advertising football, Monday Night Football, so 6 o'clock. And also, teachers, the F word's coming around, formals. So be thinking about that. If you need that done real soon, let me know or let one of us know. We don't want to get too late in the year before we're getting those taken care of. And finally, it's a new month, so new drills. Be ready.
I thought you were talking about FTE because that also starts this week. So
there's a lot of F words.
Yeah, I know. Just a reminder to make sure that your attendance is accurate for the next 2 weeks because we are in our FTE period.
Just to echo what Mr. Stewart said, freshmen, if there's a need, please let us know. Let Ms. Shirley or I know, one of your teachers know if there's something we can help you with in regards if you're dealing with things with power outages, things like that. From the hurricane, we'll do what we can to help you, either help you or get you pointed in the direction of resources that can assist you. Tomorrow is picture retake day. And so that's on both campuses, I believe. I think main campus is ELA. Here at the freshman campus, it's through science. So if you missed the first picture day because you were not yet enrolled, then you need to go get your picture taken. If you had your picture taken, but the results were not what you necessarily wanted, then you'll want to go back and have retakes. If you purchased a picture package, please bring that with you. You'll have to turn that in order to get your new picture package taken care of. So please make sure that if you need retakes, you go during your science class. We'll be set up in the auditorium for that. Also, Ms. Myers talked about 9 weeks tests. Those will happen here on our campus as well. Same schedule. They will start towards the end of this week. So your teachers have that schedule, and I'm sure they will be reminding you of what day you will have what test. What else? Oh, yeah, homecoming stuff we covered. There's something else, but it's not coming to me right now. So I will go ahead and let Ms. Shirley go. Maybe she'll hit it.
I don't know, but I was just going to say, guys, remember to keep the campus beautiful. I know that Mr. Gary spent a lot of time cleaning up ours, specifically this last weekend. So please make sure you keep it pretty and make good choices as we start back. Other than that, I'll have some new news coming up soon, but not today.
Oh,
Ms. Goggins, did you mention your tutorial?
That's it, tutorial. Our tutorial will start on Thursday, not on Tuesday. I know the students didn't get their forms until probably Tuesday of last week, and at that point, we weren't really thinking about getting those turned in. We had other priorities, so we're going to give you an extra couple of days. The math teachers all have physical printed copies of the permission slips. Those get turned into 205, and before the question's asked, if you're at the high school at the end of the day, can you still come back for tutorial? The answer is yes. Bus 19 is a shuttle bus back to the freshman campus at the end of the day. And so if you want to stay for tutorial on Tuesday and Thursday, you can catch that bus and get back over here. So yes, Thursday will begin.
I also forgot basketball cheer tryouts. If you were interested in trying out for the basketball cheer team, they have tryouts tomorrow and Thursday. So skipping Wednesday, tomorrow and Thursday in the OHS main campus cafeteria from 3:30 until 4:30. So after tutorial, if you want to go to tutorial, and they will be in the OHS cafeteria down towards the smaller section where the line is. So just make sure that you come there. I don't know if there's any parent information. Do you guys know any of that?
Physicals and stuff like that have to be done.
Okay. Yep. Have physicals on and all your stuff filled out on final forms. Okay, that's all I have for today. Make it a good one as together we
move forward.
And be great.
And be
Commons
all
all day.
Today we're going to learn about the difference between a mental health challenge versus just having a bad day. We all experience challenges that may impact our feelings, emotions, and behaviors. Crying, feeling sad, becoming annoyed, frustrated, or even angry are all normal responses to life challenges and do not mean that you have a mental illness or a mental health concern. A person with a mental health challenge will experience significant and ongoing changes with their feelings, thinking, physical and emotional health, and behaviors that vary in severity, but that affect a person's ability to function and carry out their daily activities. Mental health challenges can affect a person's thinking.
Let's think about that for a moment. In what ways can someone be affected if they are experiencing a mental health challenge? A mental health challenge affects individuals' thinking, emotional state, and behavior. Since a mental health challenge disrupts the person's ability to attend school, carry out daily activities, and engage in fulfilling relationships and friendships, mental health challenges impacts our ability to find happiness or even laugh. Hey, Kathy, do you know what the difference is between a sign and a symptom?
Let me think. I think a sign is something that you can see, like it can be observed by people around you. You can see a person crying or even being aggressive. A symptom is something that's felt by the individual experiencing it. It may not be seen by others, so if someone feels isolated, rejected, or anxious, you may not be able to see it just by looking at them. In other words, a sign can often be seen while a symptom may just be felt.
Wow, Kathy, that was a great description. Let's give the students a chance to share what they know about signs and symptoms. Okay, does anyone know what some signs and symptoms are of mental health challenges? After your teacher pauses the video, discuss with your neighbor different signs and symptoms. Try to come up with at least 5 signs and symptoms. Teachers, please pause this video and allow students to brainstorm a list of signs and symptoms of mental health challenges.
Thanks for participating. Some of the signs and symptoms that you may have listed were withdrawing from friends and activities, feeling isolated, and a lack of motivation to complete tasks. Also, having difficulty focusing and remembering, as well as a lack of energy, are also signs and symptoms. Some examples that you may have thought of include experiencing a loss of interest in activities that were previously enjoyable, extreme feelings of sadness, irritability, or anxiousness, You may have also discussed feelings of hopelessness, worthlessness, reckless behavior, extreme mood swings, or even thoughts of suicide. Some suicidal warning signs can include suicidal threats, notes, plans, and/or social media posts. Some people may even begin to give away their favorite items. There could be a preoccupation with death or noticeable changes in behavior, including sleeping, eating, or appearance. Other times, there may be extreme mood swings, including sudden unexplained happiness or even withdrawal. Remember, there is always hope for you and others. If you or someone you know is experiencing any of these signs or symptoms of suicide, please go to a trusted adult at school or at home, such as a parent or guardian, teacher, school counselor, or SRO.
The video mentioned a number to call. That number is on the screen and is 1-800-273-TALK or 8255. There is also a new number for that same hotline, that is 988. You can call or text to 988. The option to text HOME to 741-741 is still available too. Also, you can always call 211 if you just want to talk to someone, or 911